This is a really good stretch of all of the feet, as we've talked about. There's lots of important meridians that end in the feet, begin in the feet, and nadis. So it's important to really stretch our feet out. And now come forward and point the toes back. How's that doing for you?
Actually feels better than sitting with the,
Good. Yeah. Good. So we're stretching out the front of the ankle, and you can stay in that position or bring your hands back and bring your knees up a little bit. Just back and forth, exploring that range of motion. So that anterior tibialis gets tight when we run and walk. So it's good to stretch it out. Mickey's like, I'm smiling. It hurts in good. Yeah, it hurts in that good way. Yeah, it's good to have that distinction. And now leave your knees up and bring your arms forward. And again, those soft hands, or not, or hands back. Relax your pinky, Lois. She's always doing this. I don't know. It's some kind of royal thing, you know. You're drinking tea. And come forward. Nice. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Actually, you know, we're going to do a little sun salutation in between here just to stretch the legs out before this next sequence. So we're going to come up into plank. Engage the core. Nice. There's always an option in plank to have your knees down. And now lower yourself down into chaturanga and onto the floor, into upward dog. And back into downward dog. Really stretch out those legs. We did a lot of compression. And tuck your chin. Look at your navel. You want your feet just a little bit wider, Beverly. Good. Beautiful. Feel how that's different? And then point your coccyx toward the ceiling. Nice. Beautiful. And you know, if you're on your knees, just stretch yourself back like this, and then you're still getting the same, yeah. So you're getting this good back work. Beautiful. Very good. One more breath. And now lower yourself down onto your knees. And come into table. So everybody's roll your elbows so that the eye of the elbow faces the center of the circle. And just do that as a movement. Feel how that makes your shoulders go down in the back, your shoulder blades. So you pull your shoulders back and down, and that kind of locks them into the lats. So it's a spiraling movement. So I want you to bring you're so muscular that in your shoulders that this will be good for you. So see if you can spiral. Yes. So you're spiraling, and see how that pulls your shoulders back and down? Yeah. Nice. Good. That feels good, huh? Because you spend all this time, like, bent over a bicycle?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that's actually a good one for you. Nice. So that's the position you want to keep, those eye of the elbow facing forward. And you also want your fingers, middle finger facing forward toward the center of the circle. Good. And now tuck, stretch out that back, and arch, starting from the pelvis, mid-back, upper back, neck, and head. Inhale. And tuck. Feel that. This is the same movement, and inhale, and arch, and tuck. This is a slower version of the movement we do standing when we're doing all those shoulder work. Good. back to center. And now, right arm, left leg. Beautiful. If these are challenging in the beginning, you can always do just the leg or just the arm. Good. One more breath. And down. And right leg, left arm. Keeping that core engaged. All of this is actually good core work. Beautiful. Nice. And down. And now, bring your chest down to the floor and stretch your neck. We did this on Tuesday. Now, you don't have to come all the way down if that's too intense. You want your hands next to your chest. Yes. This is really good for the thyroid and parathyroid. Good. One more breath. And come back up and roll yourself into extended child. Stretching out the back. Beautiful. And come forward. Child, extended child. I know, isn't that a lovely pose? Everyone has an inner child, and everyone needs to do child pose. All the way down on the floor, and arms forward. And right arm up, left arm down. See, isn't it better than in a circle? Isn't it like you feel like, oh, everybody's reaching? We should put something really good right in the middle of the circle. Brownies.
Am I the only one taking a picture of martinis?
Martinis, brownies. Left arm, right foot. That's funny. Everyone has a different fantasy about what's right there in the middle of the circle.
Well, it sounded fun.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. One more breath. Really working on the back. And now, both arms and both legs, all four paws up in the air. Beautiful. Feeling those back muscles working. Yes. Yes. Good job. Good job, Annette. I remember you couldn't do that. And one more breath. And come down. And now spiral your arms to the side of the body and turn your head and look to the right. Just feel your neck completely straight and release the tension. And pick your head up and turn and look to the left. Let the shoulders just roll forward and relax. And back to center. Hands forward. And this time, you can either come up into this pose, the previous one we did, or you can bend your knees and spiral your arms around. Grab those ankles. And pull up into upward bow.
I always get one.
That's great.
I know.
I know. I miss Shirley. She used to always grab her sock. She'd be like, well, I can't get my foot, but I got my sock. And roll your... Nice. Good job. Woohoo! Major victory. That's the first, right?
That's the first.
All right. And this is a very good quad stretch, too. It feels amazing, yes. This is a very powerful pose. And down. Bring your arms down and push yourself back again into extended child. Spiral your arms around into full child. Let your shoulders drop down. Recover your breath. And now grab a hold of your heels and just roll yourself onto the crown of your head and lift your hips up a little bit. Into rabbit pose. Nice, and feel that stretch in your back. No pressure on the neck. Letting the shoulders just roll forward. Nice. Feel how wonderful that feels on the upper back. Whole back stretching. Beautiful. One more breath. And come down. Bring yourself forward one more time. Into Sphinx. I'm a little bit tangled up here. Nice. And remember, imagine that you have a block between your hands and a block between your elbows so that they're the same width apart. Because did you notice everyone sort of naturally does this? And that actually makes your shoulders collapse. Whereas if you pull your elbows in and pull your shoulders back and down, much more powerful. And now you're engaging those big muscles in the back, the latissimus dorsi, those big muscle, and then your rotator cuffs are all going down, your scapula is nice and down, good. Because we're gonna fold our toes under and come up into elbow plank.
She thinks we are.
Yeah. Good, and you did. So you can always have your knees down in this when you're first learning it, because takes a lot of core. It's a lot of core work. Feel how that core is working? Yummy. And look up. Hi, Lois.